Today, boys, I am going to give you 20 awesome ways to get girls to approach you. This sparks curiosity in them, sparks interest in them. These are super effective to get girls to approach you. Choose the ones that feel best for you and give them a try, man. These are absolutely brilliant. This has been field tested, Mark Singh approved. Do not sleep on this.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
What is up, you champions? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the UMP. I hope the weekend treated you well. Today, boys, I am going to give you 20 awesome ways to get girls to approach you. This sparks curiosity in them, sparks interest in them, and gets them to approach you. This has been field tested, Mark Singh approved. These work like gangbusters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the ones that work pretty good, and then we're going to get to the ones that work every fucking time. These are absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you what, if you don't blow out my analytics by clicking away before this entire episode completes, I promise you, you will be rewarded for it. So please stick around for the entire thing. Let's jump into the content. All right, the first one, boys, that we have tested and works really well is to actually wear your shirt inside out, where the tag on the back of your shirt is streaming in the breeze, and girls will often come up and approach you. Now, before I get into the other ones, here's something I want to say. First of all, I don't like to be in the passive role where girls approach me, but some of you guys are still hesitant. You have approach anxiety, so these work really well. But secondly, you have to have good energy about you. You have to be having a good time with your friends, having fun. Maybe better yet, there's hot girls with you, and she sees that, and you should probably clue in your friends as well as the girls into this. And then you get close to the girls who you want to approach you. They'll see it, and it's kind of like an excuse for them to approach you. So this doesn't work if you have bad energy. You look like an unfrozen caveman. It looks like the last time you took a shower was back in 2024. That doesn't work. You have to be attractive. You have to be charismatic, showing that you have good energy. Then girls will approach you when you have these little lures, as I call them. So you like have your shirt inside out. Your tag is sticking out, a girl will tap you on the shoulder, let you know, and then you could kick off the conversation. And some things I'm going to tell you to say, I will get to in a few minutes, want to keep you guys around. All right, number 2 is to wear mismatched shoes. You got on one yellow shoe, one red shoe. Not super common for girls to approach you with that, but you can also combine these. You have mismatched shoes and a shirt inside out, for example, you'll kind of look like a dumbass, but girls will approach you and let you know, hey, your shirt's inside out, or like, why are your shoes mismatched? This leaves the door open for conversation. All right, number 3, and I love this one, is to leave those long ass stickers that kind of show the size of your pants on your pant leg. So when you leave that on there, people will approach you. Oftentimes, unfortunately, the kind of girl who approaches you with this is a grandma who looks like she's suffering from thrush, or the kind of girl you'd expect a British barmaid to look like who's about to succumb to gout. You turn around and you're like, oh God, hell, who is this woman? And there's like one eye going this way, one eye going the other way. And she's like, you left the sticker on your pant leg. And you're like, thanks, now go away. Shoo, woman, shoo. Oftentimes it's those kind of girls that approach you with this. But what you can do is set yourself up next to a hot girl who you hope will approach you. But again, guys, I would rather you just open the girl. But for those of you who want to try this, it does work. You leave the big ass sticker on your pant leg, and perhaps that girl will approach you. Number 4 is to wear your belt absurdly loose, like you forgot to loop it. Number 5 is a backpack half open. And I have personally tested this one and it works really well. Unfortunately, you will get some dudes coming up to you. But what's interesting is a lot of these, especially the final bonus ones I'm going to give you. That's right. I'm giving you 4 bonus ones. So you're going to get 24. Guys will not approach you. It's usually women that do it because that's how women are. They just want to help people out, be helpful, be nurturing. It's part of what women do when they're feminine. So this works really well. Backpack half open. Next one, and this is awesome, is to leave your phone flashlight on and have it either sticking out of your pocket or in your pocket, shining through the material, right? This works really great because it's really obvious, especially in settings like nightclubs, etc. The next one is to have a single golf tee behind your ear, or better yet, 2 golf tees one behind each ear for her to come approach you. You guys can talk about golf, whatever it is. And again, I have to reiterate, you need to be having a good time. You need to be putting the good vibes out there. That's when women will approach you. The next one is to wear your watch like hella high up your arm. And this can be combined with other ones. You got a watch halfway up your arm. You got two mismatched shoes. You got a big ass sticker on your pant leg. You got fucking golf tees behind your ears. If you do too many of these, obviously she's going to think you're mentally challenged. So use these sparingly. Go with which one works best for you, boys. Some of you don't like golf, so why would you do the golf one? But others of you do play golf regularly, and it would be something good to talk about. Maybe you work for a golf company, and she's like, why do you have golf tees behind your ears? And you'd be like, oh my God, are those still there? I was golfing earlier today, forgot to take them out. Anyway, what's your name? And then you lead the conversation. Next one is to wear a big ass name tag. And oftentimes I'll like to put something like Captain Crunch or Lord Robathan, or you wear two different name tags. One says, hello, I'm Mark. And the other one says, hello, I'm also Mark. And again, this is you being silly, trying to prompt her to approach you. Number 11, attach a long 2 to 3 foot thread from your shirt. Girls will oftentimes come up to you and be like, you got this long ass thread. We should cut that. And then you could kick off the conversation. So many times when they approach me, let's say I am having a big ass thread coming out of my shirt, I might be like, is that what you do? You try to like help people out? Is that your MO? You're like helpful with people? I appreciate that. You seem like a helpful person. Is that true? Which kind of gets her to sell herself to you, and it kicks off the conversation. I have a few other openers for some of the ones I'm going to tell you about. And again, boys, these are going to get better as we go, but we have tested these and these absolutely work. Especially for me, the pant leg one, where you have the size, you know, like on Levi's jeans, they got that long ass, like 1.5 foot long sticker. That works really well, man. Just have that on the side and girls will often approach you. You'd be surprised, especially if you are attractive, especially if you are having a good time and you have a good energy. Girls want to be a part of that and they need an excuse. You have a guy with the flashlight on his phone and it's like hanging out of his pocket. They're going to tell you about it. They're going to see it. It's going to catch their eye and they're going to come tell you about it. And again, a cool thing is that oftentimes dudes won't tell you. They will sometimes, but it's usually women. And what you want to do is strategically place yourself next to the girls who you want to approach you and then have something ready to say about it, right? So if she's like, why do you have 2 name tags on? That's so silly. You'd be like, real question is, why don't you have your name tags? Like, don't you know we're supposed to have our name tags on? Where's yours? What's your name anyway? Shit Dynasty, isn't it? And she's like, no, my name's this, that, and the third. Kicks off the conversation. All right, next one, boys. And I've talked about this before. Funny t-shirts. I've actually been prompted many times by past clients as well as podcast listeners to make t-shirts myself that I could sell, such as Hug Dealer, President of the Micro Penis Club, or, and this one I wear all the time, I've talked about it recently, a cat riding a piece of pizza through outer space gets girls to open me all the time. Oh my God, what's up with that silly shirt? I'll be like, where's your silly shirt? Why are you dressed so seriously? Anyway, what's your name? Kicking off the conversation. Next one is absurd job titles on your shirt. Assistant manager at the Ice Bath Center, Denver Jetpack Patrol, or certified emotional support human. And you can have it on the back of your shirt. And these are easy to be made. You have t-shirt companies all over the place that do embroidery or printing. You guys can see I always wear these hats with my logos on them. I just go to the local mall and get those printed up. You get anything printed up. In fact, I do Wheelie Wednesday out in Denver. We all get on our bikes and we do wheelies. Kind of a strange fact about me. I can wheelie forever. In fact, I was Jesus for Halloween riding a one wheel, and a one wheel is like a skateboard, but it's kind of like a Segway. And I made the one wheel into a cloud. So I was Jesus for Halloween. And then I spent the other half of the Halloween doing wheelies around the neighborhood. Everybody fucking loved it. So when I go out to Wheelie Wednesdays, which are in Denver, and if you ever want to show up, just look for me. I'm always out there. But I wear a shirt that says Papa Willie. Papa Willie. And that's kind of like my nickname. Because I'm a little bit older, I'm 48, and most of these guys are in their 20s. But dude, I will rip a fucking wheelie, bro. I can wheelie as long as I want to. I can do circles, I can do one-handers, I can swerve. It's kind of a big thing lately. but I love wheeling, so I make my own shirts. Or I have one that says, sweet wheelie, bro, and I wear that out there. Yeah, I'm a little bit immature, but I'm fun. And girls like that. And honestly, some of my podcast listeners like that too. All right, the next one, boys. Carry an absurdly large box drink, like a half-gallon milk with a tiny little straw in it. We've had success with that. Pen behind the ear, pen behind the other ear, and pen in your pocket. Girls will often approach you and be like, why do you have so many pens? And you'll be like, to write your phone number on. But hold on. I love the way your panties look. They look better in my mouth. Just kidding, boys. Don't say that. But yeah, man, pen behind this ear, pen behind that ear, pen in your pocket, pen in your t-shirt. Just get extreme with anything, right? It's like wearing two hats or like a bunch of different shirts. Just look silly. Girls will approach you about it. This also goes into what the mystery method used to teach, peacocking. My buddy, he used to wear this gigantic shark tooth, like from a megalodon, I think it was called. When we lived in Hawaii, he would wear this huge necklace. Girls would approach him, man. This shit actually works. So don't sleep on this. Think about, how can I elicit curiosity? How can I get these girls to approach me? All right, the next one is to wear a medal. And I actually found this out quite by accident. I did a triathlon and somehow, I don't even know how this can happen, I won first place. So I got my gold medal and we all went out to celebrate and I just happened to be wearing it. So many girls approached me that night asking about that medal. And I remember about that night specifically, I had my hot girlfriends with me. I had my friends with me. We all felt good. We were in a party mood and that's part of it. But here I am wearing this gold medal and girls would be like, oh, where did you win the medal? What happened there? And I'd be like, the real question is, why do you look like a before and after picture for a product that doesn't work? I'm just kidding, boys. I didn't say that. It's kind of a funny joke, though. Something you can say to your friend. Hey, bro, you look like a before and after picture for a product that didn't work, you fucking idiot. And he'll get butthurt, cry on the corner of his bed in the cannonball position for 2 weeks. But when girls would approach me about that, they'd be like, oh, why are you wearing a medal? And I'd be like, oh, I won the night hearing contest. We go out at night and we try to hear things. And you don't know this, but most people can't hear at night. I won the contest. I could hear things at night. It was awesome. And she's like, what? No, I'm just kidding. Here's what really happened. I did a triathlon. I don't even know how I fucking won this thing. I could hardly run at all, but somehow I got a gold medal. So yeah, we're out here celebrating. Anyway, what are you up to? What's your name? Something like that to kick off the conversation. All right, guys, we're about to get into the really good ones. These are super effective to get girls to approach you. Before I get into those, want to read something that just got posted in our Brotherhood Facebook group. Guys who are in my program or have been through my program, they get lifetime access to the Brotherhood Facebook group. Right now, we have 955 members. When you ask a question in there, and by the way, it's lifetime access. When you post a question in there or a screenshot of what you're texting, you get 955 experts with women, veterans of my program who are all crushing it to answer your questions. So my boy Max C posted in the Brotherhood Facebook group today, and you have to listen to this. It's really cool. It's really funny. He's like, hey champions, I'm on week 7 and had a date tonight. It went freaking awesome. The whole time I followed Mark's teachings. The girl is an absolute hottie. She's a professional skier and the date went absolutely awesome. Even the kiss at the end, I pulled out before she was ready, which is a technique I teach. She grabbed my shirt and pulled me right back in for the kiss. It was phenomenal. After a few seconds, I pulled back again, leaving her wanting more. And in the end, we ended up at my place and you guys know the rest. Mark is a freaking genius. I'm enjoying every single minute of this program and I cannot tell you how happy I am. Honestly, boys, I'm loving this. And yes, Mark is a genius. Then, and I love this, Damien comes back and he posts, well done, man. It feels good when it all comes together. And agreed, he's a genius and the program is awesome. It seems pretty obvious to me the whole thing's coming from a really genuine place. He's talking about me, boys, and how much I care about my guys. And he has helped me in all aspects of my life. A complete life changer, brother. Glad you're getting some success. Then Mike says, and I love this, like a guy posts a comment and all my boys are replying to it. Get used to it, bro. Since completing the program, chicks have been kicked out of the local for ripping my shirt and pulling my mate's beard. Tried keeping them in, but security said they would do the same if they were blokes. Haha. And finally, another brother finishes it up and says, that's the whole magic of Mark's program. He takes you through it step by step. Guys, I'm getting comments like this all the time. Dudes changing their life with my coaching. So if you want to talk to us, if you want to have a free 1-hour breakthrough session with me and my team to see if we can help you the way we've helped all these other brothers, put in your application below and you and I will talk. All right, guys, back into the content. The next one, and I absolutely love this one, is to wear a t-shirt that says staff or security on it. I used to be a bouncer for 5 years and I would go to nightclubs after my shift sometimes and I just happened to be wearing a shirt that said staff on it. Well, oftentimes girls would think I was staff. They would come up to me. They would talk to me. The same kind of game I had when I was actually in the bar working, but now I'm not working. I'm just walking around having a good time. I happen to be wearing staff on my shirt and girls would approach me just as they would when I was actually working. So if you go into a bar with a shirt that says staff and somebody gives you hell for it, just be like, hey man, I was working at this other bar. I'm coming here now. Just let me be. They'll usually let you in and you'll get the same results as if you were actually working there, which let me tell you was insane when I was a bouncer for 5 years. Definitely do not sleep on that idea. All right, the next one, boys, and this is so gangster, is you have your friend stick something to your back that says, be nice to me, I'm trying, which kind of looks like the old kick me gag that we used to do to each other in high school, where your friend would just slap a kick me on a Post-it note and then slap it on your back. You do that purposefully. You stand next to a girl, maybe with your back to her. There's a Post-it note on your back that says, be nice to me, I'm trying, clearly written by one of your friends. She's going to tap you on the shoulder. And hopefully when you turn around, she doesn't look like a British barmaid from the 1600s. And then you kick off the conversation. Hey, I really appreciate that. What's up? What's your name? All right. The next one is let women fix something on you. Twisted collar, misaligned button. Your belt is wrong, as I mentioned. This taps into their instinct to adjust guys and help them out. So oftentimes I'll have something wrong with my wardrobe, as I discussed, or you can pair them together, right? Like your belt is loose or you have a big thread hanging off and then it says kick me or please be nice to me, I'm trying on your back. This gives her lots of reasons to approach you. Again, though, guys, I have to say, I'd strongly prefer you just approach, but this is for guys who want that little bit of extra help and it does work. All right, guys, that was about 20. Let's go into the bonus ones. These are really effective. One of my clients asked me, he's like, hey, dude, Halloween is coming up. What should I be? And I was like, do you want hundreds and thousands of girls to approach you? And he's like, yes. And I was like, wear a penis costume. Dress as a penis and every single girl is going to approach you. Why do I know this is true? Because I've done it. I've been a penis for Halloween several times when I'm not Jesus Christ for Halloween riding a one wheel that's designed to look like a cloud. This works so well because women love penises. Kind of the obvious statement of the day, wasn't it? Whenever they have bachelor parties, and I've seen millions of them because I was a bouncer, they have like penis straws, they have penis rings, penis bracelets, penis necklaces. They love that shit. And when you're dressed as a penis, they think it's the funniest thing in the world. They're going to come take pictures with you. And oh my hell, can you get a lot of numbers that way? So yes, for Halloween, that's obvious. But also when you go to like a costume party, or for that matter, if you have balls, just go out one night dressed as a penis and watch what happens. Oh my hell, you're going to get so much attention. All right, the next bonus one, boys, is a guitar with liquor inside. Last time I found these was on Etsy, but it's basically a liquor holder that looks like a guitar. You take it to social events, you take it to parties, to concerts in the park, for example. This works really well. All right, we're about to get to the number one that works like nothing else I've ever seen. But before we do that, the next one is a dildo on your forehead. Now, you're immediately thinking, no way would that work. No way would I ever do that. And I'm kind of with you. I'm not going to be going out with the dildo on my forehead, but I used to go out with my buddy and he would do this as a joke to try to put himself under social pressure, which I tell you guys all the time, increases your effectiveness with women because if you can slightly embarrass yourself, you'll be more composed when you speak to women. So he would go out with this effing dildo on his head and every single girl would approach him. I couldn't believe it. Why is it? I just said, women are like obsessed with penises. They think they're fucking hilarious. So they'd all want to take a picture with this guy and then he would run game and get number after number after number. Do not sleep on this. If you have balls, match a dildo to those balls and get one right off your forehead. I'm telling you, boys, I've never seen anything work like that except for this one. My buddy had a baby pig, and we would walk that thing on the beach, and every single girl from 1,000-mile radius would approach us. Oh my God, a baby pig. And we're like, well, if it works with the baby pig, will it work with the puppy? Yes, as a lot of you guys have seen. Will it work with the kitten? Yes. How about going out with the fucking bird on your shoulder? Which I used to do when I had my bird Jack, who was super tame, and he would just sit with me. Girls would come up all the time. Oh my God, let me see your pig, cat, cricket, grasshopper, frog, whatever the fuck you got, dude. You got a little newt on a leash? Take him out into public, boys. Girls will approach you. But in all seriousness, the baby pig, and I'm not expecting you guys to get a baby pig, but just listen. This thing was an absolute chick magnet. No guys would come up to us because they would think it was stupid and they would be like, oh, I don't want to see a baby pig. But every single girl would. Girls who were with their boyfriends would prance over to us and talk to us. The boyfriend wouldn't even come over. He'd be standing over there with his arms crossed, looking all butthurt, totally afraid that we were going to yank his girl off of him, which many times we did. But guys, the baby animal, in conjunction with any of these that I mentioned, will get girls to approach you. So I hope this has helped you boys. Choose the ones that feel best for you and give them a try, man. Go out to a party, a nightclub, a bar, wherever you happen to be. This can even work at Starbucks, and you'll feel the tap on your shoulder. And when you turn around, hopefully it's not a 70-year-old woman with thrush and it's actually a cute girl. You could be like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, you have a sticker on your back that says, be nice to me, I'm trying. You'd be like, oh my God, my friends, thank you so much for that. What's up? What's your name? Then you kick off the conversation. All right, gentlemen, I super appreciate you listening. As a reminder, I drop podcasts on every Tuesday, so please stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you in the next episode. What is up, brother? Just wanted to thank you sincerely for watching this episode. If you've gotten any value whatsoever out of my content, the single best way to help me is to like, comment, subscribe, leave me a review. You have no idea how much that helps me. Also, if you're struggling with women and you want to talk to me personally about how I can help you achieve your goals with women, sign up for my 3-month coaching program below and you and I will talk. Join us in the Unapologetic Army.